Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. We are looking good there. And let's check this out real quick. I'm in crazy hyper focus mode right now. And I'm forcing myself to take a break, so let's see how it works out. I'm not hearing any audio yet, so let me change my audio real quick. Is that it? That's not it. Okay. That should be good enough. That should be good enough. All right, let's do this thing. Setting myself a 30-minute timer, which means I need to be in and out of here within the next 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and pull up our Jira board. All right, there we go. What's going on, everybody? It is the OCPD Coach, Shannon Williams, and let's see how we're doing. It's the middle of the week. It's my first time doing a stream like this, where we're going to start in the middle of the week and see how much work we've gotten done. And I'm going to be as transparent as possible. There are things that did not get done that I wanted to get done by now. And there are a lot of things that I didn't have planned that popped up. So it'll be really, hopefully really insightful for you to see what it's like behind the scenes. So let's pop in here real quick. And let me check my screens. Going forward, by the way, let me tell you now, going forward, this is going to be a lot smoother. I just got a brand new camera, so my quality will be a lot better there. I got myself a stream deck, so I'm literally setting the stream deck up, and that's what I was doing while I was getting ready to start this up, but I want to start on time. And I am breaking my channel up a lot. So my channel is the OCPD Coach. I do have OCPD, and I focus on helping people develop a better relationship with progress. But I noticed that they got the most. It'd be really cool to talk about that as well. And let me see, we just got a comment. Gorlock the Destroyer. Gorlock Destroyer, what's going on? What's going on? Shinchan Nahara. Hello, sir. I am from America. What are you thinking about Pakistan? I want to make a trip to Pakistan. Is that safe or not for me? Dude, I'm from America just like you are. I have no idea, honestly. Yeah, I would be the wrong person. You should probably ask somebody that's from Pakistan, but I'm also in the United States. Let me flip around and do... Where is this at? It is called... Is it OCPD Coach? Is this the one? Yeah, that's the one. There we go. I like this setup better. I think you guys can see a lot more with it being bigger. So let's do this setup instead. We'll walk through it. Yeah, congratulations on the setup. Excited for what's next for you. Proud of you. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I hope you are subscribed, and I hope you have notifications turned on. I will be doing these live streams specifically every single Wednesday. Is it Wednesday or Thursday? Every single Thursday at the same exact time. And then I do another one every single Sunday where I plan the week out. So let's go through and see what we have. And I think this screen is a lot better. I think you guys can see a lot more. All right. Beginning the sprint out, I really wanted to focus on, I think I had a sprint goal in here somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, I had a few things in here. So I wanted to do fitness workout at least 2 times a sprint. I actually did that. They weren't my old workouts where I would get really, really into it, but I did. I did a lot of biceps yesterday. I got some new curl bars, some new dumbbells, and I did that yesterday and the day before with some push-ups. So that was working out. It's progress. I have pressure wash in the front of the house. Bumped. I decided to bump that out. Optimizing my stream. In progress. And we're going to talk a lot more about that as well. Create 3 TikTok or YouTube short videos. overly, well, I'll just say done plus. So if I put plus, I like that terminology actually. I'm coming up with new stuff. Hold on. Done plus is going to be when we do stuff beyond what was required. Just to capture how much work was actually done. Think of it like an A plus. Get an A plus on an assignment when you go above and beyond or get every single answer right. A plus plus, actually. I think that's closer. All right, read Bible for 30 minutes this week. I have not done this yet, but I will. Stream plan for Nav 2. I have not done that yet, but I will. Develop clear vision for Secret Horror game. This is happening. This is in progress. I've definitely been making progress on it. I have some character models already rendered up, and now I'm in the process of getting all of the art, the actual environment going. So definitely making progress on that. Wrap up customer support system for RGSS. Not yet. I have been wanting to work on my game all week long and have not had an opportunity, but it's okay. It's okay. We will figure it out. Spend time with family, watch movie. This is an in progress thing. Although we did not watch a movie yet, I watched Peppa Pig with my son for, I want to say, a total of an hour and a half so far this week. He spent some time with me today, and we watched Peppa Pig. And we watched Peppa Pig yesterday and the day before. We also did some sword fighting. My wife, we got a little time in as well, so we spent time. Oh, man, look at this. I'm completely forgetting. We went to the park. We did soccer. I might be closer to this one than I think. I might have already completed this, but we'll see. And stretch activities is this. And I would say not yet. Not yet. All right. So we'll start there. Give me 1 second. Let me just take some water. Man, this Steam Deck is really cool. I have all of these. I can configure it just like I want it to be configured. And I can do so many different things with it. They have so many plugins you can add. So we're going to really have a lot of fun when I start adding sound effects. Okay, so I have about 24 minutes left, so let's keep going. So OCPD Coach photo shoot, that was one that I said I'd already done it the sprint before, so I gave myself credit for that one. Build floor plan for my horror game, that was completed. I sketched something out, I even hung it up and sent it to my 3D artist pal who's gonna whip something up for us to start testing the environment out. Assign online course videos to modules. I did that last sprint also. And gather art references for the horror game. I did that. So that is what I've done so far. And, well, that's what I marked done so far. But now let's go over my in progress stuff. So for me, I like to work from right to left. And this is something we have something called sprint stand-ups in Agile, where every day, just for the most part, it's every day. You go over, you're not supposed to really do a status update. That's not really what it is. You're supposed to just go over if you're having any roadblocks. So if you're having any issues, if you are blocked on anything is what we call it. And then share some wins, share some losses. But overall, just communicating if everything that you have to get done is still on task or on track to get completed. Check out your channel. Love your cause. Wish I could support you, but the economy hit hard on me. Hopefully can support you through check. Oh, no, yeah. That's the only, look, listen when I say this. To me, the only support that I need right now is engagement. That's it. I'm not asking for any money. Even my one-on-one coaching program, I've shut that down for the foreseeable future so I can do everything else I need to do. And the course will probably not be available until the summer anyway, so that won't be something that you can support with until the summertime. So right now, what you're doing right now is the best way to support. Leaving comments, engaging, liking the videos, watching the videos all the way through, and then giving me feedback. So don't just watch the videos and have a bunch of opinions on things I could change. If you watch the videos and there are things that you think need to be improved or topics that you want me to touch on, please call it out. Please let me know. That's the only way we can grow this channel and we can touch more people. Because we're starting with ADHD, and hopefully we can grow to touch a lot of people with OCPD in the future as well. But I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry to hear about the economy. I know the economy is in shambles right now, so we are in the boat with you. All right, let's go to in progress. So create 3 TikToks or YouTube shorts. And this moves towards my personal branding as well as the OCPD coach. This I'm marking completed. And this is something that's really cool. I went above and beyond on this. I didn't plan on it. But yeah, I recorded just about all of these. I haven't published every single one. But I have published 3. I did publish 3. 3 TikToks were published, and over 10 long form YouTube videos were created. I think that's what I'm most excited about, is that I have so many long form videos coming to YouTube, and I'm releasing them once a week, every single Wednesday, 8 a.m. Eastern time, just so you all can see a little bit inside of my brain and learn a little bit more about me. And ultimately, we have to start niching this channel down to get more folks to know what this channel is about. All right, next thing, work out at least 2 days this week. As I mentioned, let me pull this closer. Also, I have a lav mic. I'm charging it now, but going forward, I want to try to connect my lav mic to my computer and have my other microphone on me and use that instead of using just this. So let's do this one real quick. I think I did about 50. Yeah, I did about 50 bicep curls 2 days this week. So I get my credit for that. And that's when it's going to be fun. I'm going to add a sound in here where you can hear the ding ding, whatever it is. Get some dopamine going. All right, so that's done. Look at that. So now we have 6 done, 7 to do, 1 blocked. And this is blocked because I don't stream horror games until the weekend. Another thing, I'll add another ticket in here, but I created a new YouTube channel just for my horror games so I can make sure my content is not skewed. So it'll be real cool to show you all what that looks like. Family time. This only says 5 hours. We did 2, we did 3, we did 4. No, Jet, what's going on? Not making beats. Working through, I have ADHD and OCPD, so some different mental health issues, and I like to plan out my work. So I planned out my work for the week, and now we're reviewing that work. We're going through and seeing how far I got. Let's see if we were productive or not. But welcome to the channel, man. Welcome in. Family time. I technically got 4 in, but I want to do 1 more. So let me save this. I want to play a board game with my wife or do something with my wife. You have ADHD. How long have you known you've had ADHD? And welcome to the boat. Hey, welcome to the boat. So yeah, I'm marking this in progress. I'm technically not marking it complete because I do want to do a few more things on it. So we'll just keep that how it is for now. So let's see. Read Bible. We need to do that. Implement detailed controller support. Now this, what I'm going to do to this is bump this. Let's bump this up. Looks like you got it good, my guy. Or when you say got it good, are you saying because of the family or? something else. And yeah, man, I'm blessed. Thank God for it. Work hard, but can't work for everything. God has to bless you with timing and people in favor. Since 5. Wow, man, 5 years old. So were you diagnosed as a child? All right. So let's see this. I'm bumping this out because I had a lot of other stuff that was more important that popped up. So let's bump this out. I don't want to stress myself out trying to think I need to jam all this stuff in. Pushing this out as a stretch goal. Stretch goal. And man, look, if you have ADHD, you said you had ADHD, doing all your work. Look, I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not. Surprisingly, I'm not finishing everything. It would be awesome if I was, but a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do like this, I had to bump out. That's good that you've known you've had it since a kid. That's really good because you probably had more time to deal with it. I know it probably sucked to get the diagnosis. I didn't find out until 2 years ago. So I've been dealing with it my whole life and never knew what was going on with me, why I couldn't finish things, why I had time blindness. And that's what my therapist, when she found out I had time blindness and she explained it to me, she said, you need to go get checked for ADHD. And I said, okay. I never thought about it. And everything made sense. When I watched it, I said, I've been dealing with this the whole time. And it felt good to know finally what was going on with me. But I was going to say, do me a favor while you're here. Let's push this out to more folks who have ADHD because that's my target audience, ADHD and OCPD. Give it a like, sub to the channel, man. I got a lot of content that I'll be releasing and strategies and just conversations. Not that I'm the end all be all of knowledge for ADHD. I've only had it knowing I've had it for 2 years, but I think it's just great having these conversations. And this is good. This means that I've been redefining my channel's keywords and all of that stuff, refining it, and it looks like I'm finding people who are perfect for this channel, so that's awesome. And when you do that, let me know. I have a question for you. Do this. So I am down to 14 minutes, but we are still making progress. Shopper system. Must focus on this over the weekend. I've been occasionally thinking about, so this is for my video game, one of my video games I'm working on. I've been occasionally thinking about what needs to change with the current system to make this work efficiently. Appreciate that sub. Thank you so much. How do you say? Is it Jodes? Jodis? Help me out. Okay, cool. So shopper system. Man, I should create another lane. I'm creating another lane for on my mind. Yeah, there we go. I'm creating another one for on my mind. I call it on my mind. Maybe it's brainstorming. Brainstorming is a better one. So let's say brainstorming. And can I create one more lane for done plus? There it is, done plus. I might have to set something up, but we'll do that after the fact. But we have brainstorming. And I think I need to set up if it can go back and forth between each lane, but let's just see. So I'm in the brainstorming stage of this. Wow, this is crazy. This alone is going to help with my ADHD. Making the extra lane. I'll explain why in a second. Assign course activities. So not on my brain yet. Improve streaming process to allow. So this is in progress, and this honestly ballooned up. So I'll create new tickets for this. We'll say this ballooned up and will require additional tickets. All right, let me check you out, Jet. At least some is done than none. But it's been a journey. But I figure I need snap more into reality because I've been in the same way with time. Also, things with ADHD. Well, first of all, let me ask you a question. How old are you, man? And are you a man or a woman? I assume man because of just the verbiage, but I could be off. So, are you a man or a woman? Or do you define yourself as something else? So improve streaming process to allow more. Yeah, so we're gonna explode this ticket up, which is gonna be really cool to show you how that looks when you break it up. Man and 20. Okay, cool. Man and 20s. And are you working right now? Are you living on your own, or what's your overall lifestyle situation? I'm just trying to see where you are as a benchmark to see where you're trying to go, because I think that helps with conversations like this when you have that additional context. If I just started saying random stuff with no information, then what was the purpose of even talking directly to me? You could have just watched somebody's YouTube video. Okay, so assign course activities to modules. Going to bump this out for now. This may also be a good task to delegate. I might require forms, and this is not time sensitive. So for anybody watching this, if you're watching in the future, I want you to understand. Let me zoom in real quick. Make it a little easier for y'all to read it. I want you to understand why I'm leaving comments. With our brains, there are, when you have a lot of different things that you are balancing. I used an analogy in the video where I said if you're trying to balance all these glass bottles, if you drop one of them, then you risk breaking all of them. And that's the same way I like to think about my thoughts. So if I have a lot of different things I'm thinking about, and I start to stress over one because I'm forgetting information or not doing it to the best of my ability, then you can just derail your entire current process. Like every other thing that you have going on, you can just derail all of it because of frustration, burnout, whatever it might be. So what I like to do is leave comments for myself so that I can get it off my brain for now. I don't have to think about all of this and think about where I was, because it obviously is going to pop back up in your head. I can just write it down, and then when it's time, come back to it and say, okay, cool, that's where I was. I know how far I need to go. And let me see what you got. Yes, sir. Work and trying to get myself into engineering or technician. Work at the moment is but free time gives me more and to put my mental into. Jet, you good, man. I haven't changed my Streamlabs settings, so you good. Don't worry about that. Gives me more into put more time, I'm guessing. More time to put into my mental, into what I want more. Got you. Okay, so you in your 20s, trying to get into engineering or technician. So when you say engineering, I'm guessing, are you talking about an electrical engineer? Since you said technician, are you talking electrical engineering? Okay, so let's bump this off for now. And what I can do is this. I'm actually going to, see, I don't want to add more work here, but what I'll do is this. We'll create another ticket that says determine, move this mic right here. Determine required prereqs. It just seems like saying prereqs when you have required defeats the purpose. I mean, it's like dope saying the same thing twice. Actually, it is. Yeah, it is. So I'll just say determine prereqs for course activities. There we go. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. So where are you at in the process? Where are you at? What work have you done? I know you said you have more time. Sorry for the grammar, bro. Man, you good. Look, I know how it is. I'm the type of person where if I'm talking and I'm writing, I'll start writing what I'm saying. If I'm talking while I'm writing, yeah, that's what I meant to say. And I have a hard time when I go back and try to edit sentences. I'll replace the wrong word. Somehow I know which one I want to replace, but I'll put the word in the wrong place. So I understand, man. You good. This is the place. This is the place where you can be comfortable making mistakes like that. And I need to stop saying but yeah, what are you doing? What steps have you taken so far? I know you said the job is trash, and you have free time. So what are you doing with that free time? And how are you applying it to your mental health and determining what you want to do? So we are going to say determine prereqs for course activities. Clone sprint value, yes. And what I'm doing right now, I'm cloning this ticket because I realized when I looked at it that, and this, I don't know if everybody with ADHD deals with this, but I know for me, if I don't have a clear vision of something that needs to be done, it'll make it easier for me to procrastinate because I'll keep telling myself that since I don't know the scope of the work, I'll get to it and figure everything out when I get to it, but then it never becomes clear enough to be an actionable goal. So what I'm doing is I'm going to create a ticket in between, and this is a hack that I use all the time, but I'm creating a ticket in between, telling where I'm at right now in my head, where I don't know exactly what needs to be done, and then what needs to be done, or actually getting the thing done. I'm adding another ticket in between that links and says, this is what needs to be done. This is what defines it. And it helps me a whole lot. Let me see what you got. More looking into schooling and how to get into point A to point B. Got you. That's. Are you looking to go? Are you looking to go to college, or are you thinking you can do something with a trade school? And also, does your job currently offer any benefits like tuition reimbursement? Determine prereqs for. I need to figure out what types of activities need to be created. Do I need to make additional worksheets? Are these all quizzes? What is actually needed for each activity? And this is what I'll do. I'll even help myself out here. I'll say activity list, and I will give it one. So we'll say module number, prereq. What is it going to be? Activity type. So activity type, we will say multiple choice, short answer, etc. Worksheet, note taking, etc. And then we would say activity shell, and needs. So I'm building myself a template right here, and that will allow me to come back when I'm ready to do this, and I can have a clear, very, very, very clear picture of exactly what I'm doing. How's that light too? Let me switch this light up some. I got the OG lights. Here we go. And I'm gonna get to your message in 1 second, Jet. Let me do one thing real quick. Let me pull this task out, just because you know how it is. When we are doing something, we forget to do the next thing. Okay, now pull this down. So let's see where we are. Okay, now this is what's really cool. Now this looks a lot better. This looks a lot more manageable. And I'm going to show you all what I like to call the mountain experiment. I'm just now calling it that. I said I like to call it that. I've never named it before. But I'm going to show you something real cool in a second. So let's see what Jet just said. I figure which one can I be more creative and entertaining for me not to back out. I've been looking into more into trade before the job thing. They don't really have a benefit for school, but they are flexible. So you've been looking for it. You've been looking into it on the trade side, but they don't really have a school benefit. And how many hours of work are you having to dedicate? I know you said you got a lot of time on your hands. How much time are you dedicating to work? Okay, look at that. We have 6 tasks done. Now this feels good. This is my time is about to expire for this part, and then I'll set another 15 for the next portion of it. And that's crazy how fast 30 minutes flew by. I had no idea that 30 minutes went by that fast. Excuse me. And this is the thing. When I'm on my I am on my Adderall right now, and I have a couple videos talking about Adderall and my experience with it. But what I noticed is that when I'm on my Adderall, time moves extremely fast. And I don't know if that is just me understanding how fast time moves, because when I'm not on it, it seems like everything I'm doing stuff for way longer than I should. Like I'll be in the bathroom, taking a shower, getting dressed for an hour and a half to 2 hours. When I started taking my Adderall, it cut it down to 20 minutes. So maybe it's just me it's just that time blindness. Oof, right now I barely made 8 hours. This week I try to make 40. Okay. Well look, this is the thing. You are at a pivotal age right now, being in your 20s. And you can go a bunch of different ways with your life right now, right? Are you still living with your people? Living with your parents, or are you living on your own right now? Okay, so let's set a 15-minute timer. Now, let's do this real quick. I'm a break on this for 5 minutes just to have a conversation with you guys, and explain what this next portion is going to look like. So this is what we did. We went ahead and looked at our sprint. There we go. We looked at our sprint as it currently stood to see what work has been done, what work still needs to be done, how far we are with everything, and why would that need to reload the site? Okay. How far we were able to get, and I even bumped some tickets out. So some work that I knew I would not get to or did not want to hold myself accountable to getting to, I'm bumping it out. You might be saying, hey, isn't that cheating if you just bump everything out when you can't get to it? No, I'm going to explain to you why though. For me, this is not cheating because I had a lot of work that came in that I did not expect. So you're about to see me now go add the work that came in. Typically though, I would leave everything until Sunday, until it's time to do a reset before I start bumping stuff out. But I already know, because of where I plan to be by today, that there are things that it would not make sense to prioritize them over the stuff that came in. So give me a second. We'll talk about this in a minute. And yeah, for a minute, let's just kick it. Let me just make sure if anybody is in here, because I'm not looking at how many people are in here. Oh, we got it says 14. Nice. I don't know if that's 14 people that are seeing this total or how that works. But what I'm going to do is make sure I share this on my Facebook page real quick, because I think that this is a really cool conversation to have. Let me write this: time management tips. Okay, there we go. It's time to update my profile picture as well. I live friends. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, you're in an optimal situation, and this is a really good situation for you to. First of all, if you got some solid friends, you can start networking with your friends. You can already have that built-in networking group, and you guys can see how you can work together, what you can do to work together going forward. But what I wanted to mention was that with the time on your hands, with you having ADHD, you have to really, to me, I think you need to really find something that, not for work, right? But find something that fulfills you outside of work. If it's a hobby, whatever it might be. I know you asked about if we were making beats. I don't know if you make beats or anything, but try to really see how you could apply whatever it is that you love to help you learn what you need to learn for whatever that job is going to be. And I'll give you an example. I always loved creating stuff my entire life. I've loved drawing. I loved doing 3D modeling, editing videos. I was a tattoo artist at some point, making websites in high school, all types of stuff, videos. I think I said videos. But I never knew how I could make money from it when I was in high school and going to college. I had no idea that you even could make money from it. So I stifled it all and tried to pursue 5 degrees that had nothing to do with anything I was interested in. Nursing, law, software engineering at that time. It was computer science, business administration, and then I think I was undecided. So I counted that as my 5th. And what I realized, and marketing. I actually had marketing. So technically it was 5, and then I had undecided. But what I learned was that the stuff that I taught myself how to do at home, because I was passionate about it all, is the stuff that I wound up being able to use to learn the stuff that I needed to make money. When I learned how to make video games, how to do everything at home at 2 a.m. in the morning, because this is the thing, if you have ADHD, take advantage of that hyperfocus. Don't hyperfocus in the bull crap. Use that hyperfocus to learn something new. Stay up to 2 or 3 in the morning while you're young. If you have a job, go to work, spend some of that money investing into yourself, save some of your money, and then use whatever it is that you have an interest in. If it's wrestling, for me it was wrestling. If it's a TV show, if it's a certain type of cartoon or anything else that it might be, music, use that to learn and practice with projects in the field that you're interested in. So if you're talking about going the technical route, I don't know what your interests are, but see if there's anything you can do that will help you learn that skill better while also practicing on projects that you love to do. If it's video games, if you like playing video games, are there video games that are related to it? If you like music, if you like making music, do they have any music software that is built like a control panel that somebody that is a technician would see? Just try to see. And I'm telling you this because it is really hard for us to stay motivated to do things, even when it comes to money. You know, money is not it doesn't drive us as much as people would think it does. So that being the case, you got to find something that you would love to learn how to do. I love gaming, but I started to work on beats and songwriting to make my English better and use bigger words than simple language. I love gaming, but I started to work on beats and songwriting to make my English. Well, songwriting makes sense to make your English better, but how does beats help? To me, I mean, it seems like you just wanted to make beats. And if you just wanted to make beats, that's awesome. I think you have what you, and this is another thing. You like to make beats and you like gaming. Well, are you watching gaming streamers? Can you make beats for them, for their channels? Can you approach them and try to sell your beats to them? I remember there was a guy years ago when I streamed. He popped into one of my streams and asked me if I could freestyle over a beat. He just gave me the beat, and I just started freestyling. I wasn't good, but I started freestyling over the beat, and it was a fun experience. So if you started trying to reach out to gamers, and ironically, I am a gamer outside. I have another channel, but I'm not a big gamer yet. But try to see if you can work with some gamers to make beats for them. Or game developers. I'm a game developer. They have Fiverr. You can make yourself a Fiverr account right now. Today, you can make yourself a Fiverr account. Put up there that you make beats. And start making beats and selling them. You don't even have to, man, it's crazy. Just don't charge crazy prices starting out. Try to get the cheapest price, but the best quality that you can. And then as you build up the clientele, you have more people coming and you can raise your price. That's general business though. But you have an opportunity, man, because it sounds like if you're doing beats and songs, you have taken the initiative to learn how to do whatever it takes to make that. I love the layers into producing into the sounds for people to make a song. Yeah, man. Look, I know you want to become a technician or an engineer, and it's probably a sustainable career. So I'm an engineer. Let me not act like it's not possible. I'm a software engineer. But what I want to just tell you is that you use whatever you love to help you learn to get to that point where you can officially become a software engineer. Try to reach out to people on LinkedIn. Make sure your LinkedIn account is legit. See if you can shadow folks. See if they have apprenticeships. Apprenticeships. That's a weird word for me to say. Okay, let's start another 20-minute timer real quick, and let's get back into this. So this is what we're doing next. I told you I brought a lot of work in. So we are going to see how many tasks we can make real quick to replicate what I actually got done. So let's go in here. Improve streaming process to allow more efficient context switching. Let's add some stuff on here. Let's add the OCPD Coach, definitely. Retro Game Store Simulator, mental health, personal branding, and that's about it for now. Yeah, no problem, man. Look, that's why I love doing this live stream, and I'm glad you came in because this is the type of stuff I want to be able to do. Have these real conversations in real time about life. Sometimes we just need to talk to people about life, and sometimes you just need to see that somebody else is able to do the same stuff that you want to do with the similar tool set. I like how that sounded. Let me say it again. Sometimes you just need to see that other people can do what you want to be able to do with a similar tool set. That'll take you really far in life if you got those good examples. Are you auto tracking me? Are you working? Is it working? Yeah, it's working. Nice. I like this camera. It auto tracks wherever I'm at. I just had to make sure because I'm scooting over a little bit. If you keep seeing me finick with this freaking mic, it's because I'm trying to make sure I'm positioned correctly. And it's part of my stemming. Speaking of my stemming, I need to chew on something real quick. I'm still here. Man spitting the bar. You know that's what we do here, man. We talk. This is the real talk. This is the real talk channel. I'm keeping it real with you guys. I want to be here to help you guys and try to build a community up. What games? You said you love gaming. What kind of games are you playing? So for this, I'm gonna make a new ticket for this. Create YouTube channel. Create separate YouTube channel for gaming. What is it called though? Shaka Plays. That's the other YouTube channel. So let me clone that real quick. And then in here, now look, we're gonna try this Steam Deck out real quick. I'm gonna see if it works. The way it's supposed to work, if I go, how do I get back? I don't have a back button. I just noticed that. Oh, it's because I'm in the Streamlabs view. So I need to have a way for me to switch whatever view I want. So that's what we do. We go Shaka Plays. And this is the new YouTube channel for horror games, for Let's Plays. And I'll put it in here also just in case anybody wants to go subscribe to that channel as well and see me play live horror games at midnight. Every single Saturday at midnight, I'm playing horror games. Midnight Eastern time, I'm playing horror games. So let's get it. All right, and here I'm going to say a new channel has been created to stream and upload horror games to. The channel needs to have a custom thumbnail what is it called? Header. Oops, custom thumbnail. Header. Description. Tag. Set of tags. And set of keywords. I love Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z at the moment. Dragon Ball Fighter Z at the moment. But Fortnite has my attention at the moment. But I hate the season. The shotgun keeps one shooting me for stupid distance. How long have you been playing Fortnite? Remember I used to play with my nephews back in 2019. And then we're going to put channel was created. All right. I'm not going to give this a 5. I would say that was about a 3. It was about a 3 for me. And we are going to mark that done. We are going to duplicate this ticket. A month. I say month. Oh, okay, about a month. All right. So, man, it's crazy. You're probably playing with a whole new generation of kids now than when I played. Because that was, we're talking, how long ago was that? 5, 6 years ago? So a lot of the kids that were probably playing when we used to play are high schoolers now, and their younger siblings or new kids are playing. That's crazy. All right, create separate YouTube channels. Create separate YouTube channels for Shaka Plays. Okay, I did that. So let's say upload first set of videos for Shaka Plays channel. All right, so we're gonna clone this. I just refreshed it, but I didn't do what I wanted to do. So let me get back here. Okay, here we go. So we are going to say fears to two videos are uploaded to Shaka Plays channel with custom thumbnails, descriptions, titles, keywords, and tags. And for me, this actually took longer than making the channel itself. So this one was a 5 for me, which was a lot. Now you see with my work how I wound up having so much work that took up the time I thought I would have. All right, clone again. And now on this one, we're down to 12 minutes. We're going to say for this one, we are going to revamp the OCPD Coach YouTube account. To improve discoverability and YouTube. Ooh, I got that word right. That's not even my ding sound effect. Ding! That was impressive. I got that whole word right. And YouTube's algorithm. That word looks weird. I don't think I got that right, did I? Did I get that right? Algorithm? Is that how it's spelled? I guess so. So to to improve discoverability in YouTube's algorithm, I need to do the following. So we need to do the following. Create. So upload a new profile picture. Update header. And add channel keywords. Add channel hashtags or channel tags. And then that's it for that one, honestly. Honestly, playing against someone younger, it's crazy how quick their reactions are. Yeah, man, that's all they thinking about. When you grow in gaming, it's probably using 20 to 25 to 30% of your brain at any point in time because you probably got everything else on your brain that you're thinking about. And I was thinking about lumping these together, the other stuff I had to do, but I won't. I'll leave this as a 5 because I had to do a lot of work for this to revamp this. This took more time than the Shaka Plays channel because I wanted to make sure this was on point. So that one is done. Move that over here. And then we need to open it back up. Actually, not that one. This is the one we'll clone. Also, I got more into it because of my girlfriend making Guy doing a zesty move. Wait, what you mean? I'm lost. Explain that to me, please. Please explain it. Because my girlfriend was making a Guy doing. She was making the guy do a zesty move. So they got you more engaged. You were like, what the heck? This is interesting. So we are going to say upload first set of videos for, okay, so now this is the thing. Record videos for the OCPD Coach channel. Okay, so record long form videos. They were doing the the girl emotes. She had Kratos doing some twerk. All right, yeah, that's funny. I remember they did that to Thanos. That was the most random thing. I just didn't know why they destroyed. Why would you destroy the legend like that, man? You're supposed to be menacing. They just made him scary. All right, let's do this real quick. So record long form videos. Okay. Okay, so I made new long form videos and geared them more towards ADHD. Thumbnails. So thumbnails, titles, descriptions, keywords, and release cadence added to each. Okay. Want to give a reminder real quick, if anybody is in here and you have not liked this stream, please do so now. I would appreciate it. Also, if you have not subscribed, please give the channel a subscribe. We hit 200 subs sometime last week, and we are currently at 218. Might actually be at 220 now. I haven't checked, or 219. So the numbers are going up, and I'm starting to think that my content is getting to the right folks. I don't even know what camera I have. Camera. I have like 5 cameras that I'm looking at right now, but the channel is starting to grow. Thank God. Let's get this content to the folks who need it. That's how you can help me. That's how you can support me. Big old like, a share sometimes, a comment. Just telling me what you want to see or how Jed is doing. Jed is interacting with me right now, making the stream more interesting. This is awesome. I thank you for that. Thank you for that support. Okay, let's keep going. So record long form videos. Now this took me a minute. This is an 8 for me, if not a 10, but I'll just give it an 8. I won't blow it up too much. Over 10 videos were recorded and scheduled for release once a week until July, I think it is. So let's go ahead and save it. And then we want to do, oh crap, how long have I been streaming? An hour? Let me do something real quick. Let me go ahead and say that is done, but I want to make sure I can put it in Done Plus. Have you ever tried Dead by Daylight? I haven't. Now, is that the zombie game? I've heard of it, but is that the zombie game? Let me see. I want to go to Opus Clip real quick and make sure only the I want to make sure only the horizontal is turned into a short, because what it does is it duplicates the effort, and you can't change anything once it starts pulling it in. So I wound up using all my credits, but they do not make it easy for me to see my settings, which is weird. Make it easier for me. Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't it doesn't automatically do it for me. I mean, it won't let me change it, but it's fine. I won't make a big deal. I'll deal with it whenever I get a chance to. Yeah. Yeah, for some reason I can't change it, but that's fine. No big deal. We'll deal with it later. All right. Nope, it's a game of a killer versus four survivors. Really? So it's multiplayer, I'm guessing? It's a co-op where you have when everybody is a person in the game, is a real person, or do they have where you can go against the computer also? Okay, so I wanted to check one thing before I mark this complete. I wanted to see about my board to see if I can change my oh, it's right here. That's what I was looking for. I don't think I can right now, so I won't do it right now. It's fine. What I'll do, I'll just put it in done. I'll put it in done. I gave myself the amount of points that it required, so put that there. And I have to make another. Not there. That's not where I'm going with it. We're going here with it. And here, improve streaming process to allow more efficient context switching. I think I bumped this up in points, right? So it's a 5, which that's accurate. But let's add another thing in here, and let's say why can I not type? Did this die on me? Oh, you gotta be kidding. My laptop died. I mean, my keyboard just died. Give me 1 second. You should do the trick if I plug you up. There it is. Yes, it's a multiplayer game, but only on survivor side. On the killer side, it's just you. But it's just you. But if anyone disconnect, they put by. Got it. No, I need to play it. You just gave me one. I need to write it. I'm writing it down actually. Let's write it down. Dead by Daylight. That would be a fun one to play. If I could find people to play with. Okay, so let's do this now. Let's go ahead and clone the sprint value here. And I know I mentioned it before. All clone sprint value does is says it'll be in the same exact sprint that we're cloning it, and it won't get kicked out into the backlog, because then you have to go out of this screen and find it in the backlog to pull it in. So anytime you're cloning tickets and you want to just keep them in the same location, always do clone sprint value. So let's change this to say configure new stream setup. And this is this is almost an 8, but I'll just make it a 5. It's almost an 8 because I've been working on it. The camera, the mic, everything. So it's a lot. Set up mic. Set up green screen. Shock place. So we got set up mic. We have setup mic. Setup mic. Oh, I didn't even mean mic. I meant camera. Set up new camera. Not right now. Not right now, baby. Upstairs. You want to just sit there?
Yeah.
All right, you got to sit there and be quiet while I'm streaming.
Okay.
So be absolutely quiet so I can focus, okay? So set up new camera, set up mic, set up lights, set up stream deck. And that will be it for it. So this is still in progress. And that is my time. Wow, look at that. Let me just go over this one time, make sure I didn't forget anything. And I think I should get a couple more minutes just because I was able to talk while I was doing it. So I think I should get at least 5 more minutes just to recap. So let's see what we have. They have some killers like Leatherface and Xenomorph. They also have some of their own characters. It's challenging but fun. Also can be toxic. Now that's the one thing I don't have time for is the toxic. Too old for it now.
I'm too old for it now.
Hey baby, go ahead upstairs. Thank you. Go ahead up. Tell your mom I'm still streaming, so I need you to stay upstairs, okay? All right, so we have family time, improved streaming process. I have a little thing on here that reminds me to drink water too. All right, improved streaming process. Okay, that's what I just did. See, lost my train of thought. There was another thing I needed to add in here real quick, which is I commissioned some stuff for my game. So let me make those inside of to do for now. So commission UI art for RGSS. So UI required UI art has been paid for and requested for RGSS. And that was when did we talk? I want to say we talked last Monday. All right, that was a one time. That was really quick. All I did was pay. So we're gonna create this. We're gonna go back in our labels real quick. And inside our labels, let's do. That one is good for retro game store simulator. And that's it. That's only good for retro game store simulator. And let's clone it again. And let's say clone character art for not RGSS for this. It'd be eat your fries. Clone. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So we got that. All right. And for me, this was actually more of a 2 just because I had to get references and give a description of exactly what I wanted. Plus, there were two monsters that I needed to have created. So I'm going to say concept art was paid for. That just sounds weird. Concept art. Well, let me do this. Concept art for Eat My Fries was paid for. There we go. That sounds a lot better than 4-4. All right, character concept art. Dude, wait. You just said NBA ballers. No way you just said that. I just made a TikTok about NBA ballers. I literally just made a TikTok about NBA ballers. That's so funny. All right, so let me do this. Let's go secret horror game. Yes, and save. Done. Maybe I need to bring it off TikTok and bring it into my YouTube channel. Yeah, maybe I need to bring it into my YouTube channel. I need to fix my Streamlabs too. It keeps sending everybody to the wrong place. Which is obviously annoying. Dude, I love NBA ballers myself. I thank you so much for bringing NBA ballers up because it's hardly talked about. And they had such a dope soundtrack. The locations where you could play, where the players invite you into the mansions and homes. That was real. That was real. Absolutely. Absolutely. I remember playing on the Nays yacht. That will forever be burnt in my head, that yacht. That was my favorite location. All right. So we are coming to an end of this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't know if you can even hear that timer. But let's just do a quick recap. We started with most of the stuff in to do and in progress. What I realized was that I did a lot of work, so I gave myself credit by moving them over to done. We had to bump a few tickets out just to make sure that we were not overcommitting ourselves. And also, we had a lot of work come in. So you got to see all the stuff that came in. But you guys can actually see this. If you look at this stream versus the first time I streamed, not the first time. Go to Sunday's stream, you'll see the difference. Got a different camera. I'm setting it up a little bit different atmosphere, different tools, and I'm still working on it. So it's not even done yet. But we are definitely making a lot of progress, and I think that's good. Yeah, I just have to say thank you. Thank you so much for popping in. Yeah, the cheat codes were awesome. Thank you so much for popping in. And I think, I'll be honest with you all, I'm always honest. I don't know why I'm starting to say that. My granddad says that a lot, and I'm sounding like him with that. I'm always honest with you guys. But I want to tell you this. I think this channel is going to be so useful for folks to see the positives, the benefits, and all of the other sides of ADHD that a lot of the stigma fails to talk about. I've had ADHD since I was a child. I've had OCPD since I was a child, and they work together in an interesting way. So I have a different experience than people who might just have strictly ADHD. But the negative side effects, the positive side effects, I do still experience those myself. And with this stream, with streams like this, where we can walk through on Sundays, I walk you through what the goal is, what the plan is. On Wednesdays, we do a check-in to see how we're doing. And it allowed me to see the mountain analogy where I was able to go right here on the screen to say, let's say if I am, let's just say I'm a dot in the middle of the screen right now, and I'm climbing the mountain. Actually, let me show you guys something. This might be even more helpful for you. Let me see if I can find this screen real quick, which would be it's like they changed the screen up. They definitely changed the screen up, and it does not, I don't like it. Actually, I do like it because they didn't used to have this. This is brand new. So check this out. Wow, this is really cool. This is a brand new feature that I'm seeing on Jira. It didn't used to be like this. Even the stuff in here, priority breakdown. I should get this. I should fix my priority. I never really touch it, but I should fix it. Oh, you can see. Wow, this is amazing. So I need to start really taking my epics more, applying my epics again. I've just been doing labels. I'll see if there's a way to configure this at all, because I think that would be cool. But what I really wanted to show you all was a burn down. And I'm not seeing, man, I do not know where it is. Maybe it's because I made this a board, actually. That's probably what it is. I made this a board. No, here it is. It's reports. Why would they hide reports? That's one of the most useful things. Def Jam say me your remix. Yeah, that was a big one too. I made a fighting game with it had Detroit rappers on it and a few YouTubers. Made that back in 2018 when I was first learning game development. So let's look at this. This is what I want to check out. This sprint burn down chart. And where are we landing at? Transition not done. Yeah, okay. So you see we started here. We burnt down by taking one of these out on May 12th. And what day did we start this? May 11th is when we started the sprint. And then we burnt down a lot because we took down 2 tickets. We took those out, so we were knocking tickets out. But what you see here is how much work came in. This just shows how much work was added to this sprint, which is insane when you look at how high it spiked, higher than what we came in. So we came in with 15 issues, and we are currently sitting at well over 18. Yeah, I would say, is that 20? Wish they could give me the numbers here. You have 19 issues to complete this sprint. Due to scope change, you have 19 issues. So yeah, it went up to 19. And it says my sprint commitment has increased by 4 issues. So a 4 issue difference, even after taking issues out. So that's including me taking issues out. I added so much work in this sprint that it still went up by 4 issues. We are landed at Tilted Tower for a night. Yeah. But yeah, look, it's the biggest thing, guys. I wanted to be able to see that mountain, because had I not seen how much work I brought in, had I not brought that work in and just looked at what I did not get done, my confidence level would not be the same, because in my head, I'm like, man, I have so many tasks that I have visually that I've seen that I haven't touched. I haven't touched anything. But then I had to factor in the stuff I have done. Oh, yep. This is another thing. Me spending time with my family, that stuff I typically would put on the board, but I put it in one big task. But I did that a lot as well. I did over 5 hours. Now I want to do it separated so I can spend a little more time with my wife. Excuse me. So going forward, what I might want to do is create separate tasks where I have one is spend time with my son and one is spend time with my wife. That way I can give myself credit for spending time with my son without halting the whole ticket up. So let's say that real quick. That's actually great feedback for myself. We are going to just look at where it is. Where is it? Brainstorming. Oh, here it is, in progress. I forgot I did this. So we're going to clone this and say, we're going to say wife time. My wife doesn't really like too much of my time anyway. She's really to herself for the most part. So us spending time is just us talking. Okay, there we go. And we'll say sun time. And then when it makes sense for me to, and let me do this. Let me add repeat on this so that when I mark it complete, it's automatically added to my next sprint of work. That's what we'll do here. Okay, repeat. There it is. Nice. So now what I'll do is this. I know it took a little bit longer, but we still made great time. Not even an hour and a half, which I think is really cool for still engaging, yet making this the first time we streamed this and might have a few technical difficulties. I would say that was great time. So what I'm going to do is this. Refresh. Oh, that's in to do, so that's in the right place. My son, that gets completed. Now look at that. It wound up adding some scope, but it more accurately represents what I actually did, while allowing me to get progress, while allowing me to get credit for the things that I did already. So that's what I think we have to do a lot more. ADHD and OCPD, those two especially, I have never met somebody who has ADHD and OCPD that gives themselves enough credit for the stuff they do. We're always thinking about the stuff we don't do or the things we didn't get done. And that's why this has been so important for me, because I get to see what I did. Look at this. If I had my sound effect, I would play the clap sound effect. All of this stuff, man. I can see, I'm reading this, and I remember doing the work for it. I can literally remember staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, recording content, recording videos, editing them, doing the research to get the tags and the keywords, making thumbnails, creating documents and paying for stuff. I remember all of it. So that, looking at all that, makes this like a piece of cake for me. So we'll see how far we get. I know this will be done for sure, because that's another stream. This, I'm going to try to make sure I do this for sure. And another thing I need to start adding in here is my streaming. I need to start adding my streams in here, because that's stuff that I do consistently. So that's another thing. We'll add it right now. And this happens. This is why this type of check-in is important, so you can make sure you're getting the things that you probably didn't even account for, but still had to dedicate time to. So let's make sure we do that. We're going to say OCPD Coach stream, Sunday stream. And for me, this took an hour. This one took an hour. I think the last one took about 2 hours. So we're going to give it 2 hours. We're going to round up and give it 2 hours so we can properly give ourselves credit. This is our stream to plan our week out. And again, if you guys think this content is helpful, if it's useful for you at all, if you're the type of person that wants to improve their time management skills or deal with their ADHD and get more stuff done, be more productive, then make sure you leave a like on the video, watch it all the way through, comment, subscribe, engage. That's all I need right now is engagement. I don't need any money, just engage with the content, and that will be enough for me. So we're going to do this. We're going to move this to, let me do this first. This is our stream to plan our week out. Assign it to me. Labels are going to be the OCPD Coach. We're going to make another label for mental health, because I love doing this. We're going to do, actually, this touches everything. This touches everything. Because all of the work that I do in this stream sets up the rest of every single tier that I have that I care about. Repeat, we wanted to repeat. Spiritual, it does help with spiritual. All right. And we are going to give it to this one. How much time did I give it to? So we're going to create this. So OCPD, we're going to clone this real quick before I complete it, just so it's easier for me to find it. We're going to clone it, and we're going to say our Thursday stream. So Thursday stream. Let's open that up. And I'm getting out of here before an hour and a half passes. I'm an hour and 18 minutes in. So that's my goal. I've set myself a target. Let me set myself an 8-minute timer. Okay, OCPD Coach Thursday stream. And we are going to say review our planned out week. And this touches everything, and we'll repeat as well. And then what I'll do is this. I'm going to keep the 5 Nights at Freddy's, but I'm going to take my labels. No, I'm not. I'm not taking these a lot. These are fine. I'm leaving these. I'm just going to create new labels. So let's mark this done, because I did it for, wait a minute. Yeah, that'll be an easy win for me every single sprint. So I give myself credit for that one, since we restart on Sundays. And what I'll do is it'll restart, and as soon as the sprint starts, I can mark myself, give myself a completed task. That's always good to get the ball rolling. we will mark this done because this was the one we're doing right now. And we will give this. So we are going to change it from FNAF to stream. We're going to say midnight game stream for Shaka Plays. And we are going to say stream at midnight on Saturday. The horror game of the week for this week. And we would say the game will be in the comments. The game will be in the comments. Okay, so the game will be in the comments. We are going to take FNAF 2 right here. Save here. Go back to our labels. Oh, it already has repeat. Perfect. And then we're going to put in here FNAF 2. FNAF 2. There it is. Just like that. And that one we won't mark done until Saturday. So we'll mark that done Saturday or Sunday whenever we pop on. And the rest of these, I'll be able to knock these out. Yeah, I'll definitely be able to knock these out. I'm looking forward to it. All right. So that's about it. I want you all to do me a big favor. This content, I'm focusing more on the content right now, or I have been. So you'll see videos come out over the next few weeks, I think until July, where my presentation is not the best because I recorded it with an old camera that's not. So it's this little camera here, and I had 3 other cameras, and I kept switching between them. So the presentation is not the best, audio is not the best, quality is not the best, but I'm trying to make it more efficient for me to record videos, make it easier for me to make content consistently, and this is the way that I'm going to be doing it. So I'll be streaming every single Thursday at 4:15 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to stream a review of all of the work that was done for the week or planned for the week. We are going to stream every single Sunday at, I want to say, is it 1:15 p.m. Eastern time? I think that's the time. If not, you can check my YouTube channel because I always put it up on there. So check that channel. You'll see when we stream every single Sunday. And those streams are going to be good for you to come into if you are having issues with time management, if you want to get things done, more things done, if you're trying to find a better way to balance work and life. A lot of folks only look at progress as money or status, position. What I want to do is help you develop a healthier relationship with progress so you can be able to do what I just did, where I had a lot of work, but I also had stuff like spending time with my wife, spending time with my son, playing the video games. Excuse me. I'm talking way too much now. Hey, Jay, you have a good one too. I appreciate you hopping in. But I'm able to do all of these things with happiness, with a smile, with a little more peace, because I know that I'm accounting for every area of my life that's important right now. That is the type of stuff that coming into these streams I can help you out with. And I also can teach you how to use if you are looking at this tool, maybe you're using Notion, Trello, or a notepad, paper, nothing. If you're not using anything, then if you're using any of that and you want to learn how to do this, then this is the place to be. I'm sorry, y'all. I talked for way too long. My mouth is getting dry and I'm messing everything up. But the biggest thing was the content. Let me know what you think about the content. Engage with the content. And if there are videos that you want to see or anything I can help you out with, just let me know. Again, I am the OCPD coach. I have ADHD. I have OCPD, but I love to show you my life and show you what I'm doing to help me strategize ways to improve those areas of my life and improve my overall relationship with progress, plus yours. I want you